Hello, hello, and welcome back to Griftlands. This is Sal Part 3. Last time, we got a baby shroog, and we survived another night of being hunted by assassins. One of these days, we'll go to bed without there being a boss. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I did not realize that there would be more dialogue and that I wouldn't be able to actually save until after I had completed it. So, between the episodes, we had a short conversation with Fish where she basically just told us to go fucking talk to Ulu. But she did say that she also had electrified her own countertop, which is crazy. But, you know, it's just the vibes of this game. Okay. God. We have been extremely unlucky with our card picks on this run, but I'm persevering. Okay, I'm persevering to the best of my ability. This battlecraft is the only thing standing between Chomps here and instant death. I forgot that Shroog started with so little HP, but it's because they can heal. But even still, at 10 HP max, there would have been no saving it if I didn't have this. But I did factor this in when I picked a Shrooglet, to be fair. But hopefully we'll be able to upgrade Chomps tonight, or at the very least, train him, so that it can really help us out. We're gonna go to the meat market, not because I actually want to hire a mercenary, but because I want to trigger a random event, and it didn't work. So let's just talk to Ulu. Had the gears of government today, Ulu. Still grinding. Jammed, I'm afraid, which means I have plenty of need for your skills. I've got 2 jobs I could use you for, and since I don't hate you, I'll even let you pick. So we have either Collection Day, which is a negotiation. We get to pick a graft. Escort an admiralty clerk as they collect taxes from local businesses, or making molehills. Find a new mole inside the spree for Ulu. Ulu is looking for a new mole to gather intel on the spree's activity. Rumor has it that Durno is willing to sell out their friends and family. This gives us more money, and they're both negotiations, so we're taking this one. If we're going to keep the roads clear for the auction, I need some intel on spree activity. Problem is, they're as paranoid right now as I am, so the usual leaks have been stopped up. I need you to find me an informant. Someone who will give us the goods without clapping back. Think you can handle that? I think I can. Mission received. I'll see you when the job's done. Great. So, we're sleuthing. Head to the Gunyote. We need to talk to Durno. Good bandits are hard to come by. Fortunately, there's Durno. Bold face on this one. You want something? We could beat him into compliance. Seems bad. Or we can convince him. I'm gonna try to convince him. Word on the street is you're in over your head. That sounds like a sales pitch. You selling weapons or something? Even better. Have you considered the benefits of admiralty protection? Your pet's bladder pulsates ominously. This guy is short fused. Whenever you shuffle your deck, Durno gains impatience. So having a thin deck against this guy is actually really dangerous. He's also going to do 8 damage already at the start. We are so fucked. He has no arguments for us to use heavy-handed on, which is a damn shame. And I think we wide deflection to defend because this is going to go away at the end of our turn anyway. And I don't care as much if it is lost. We definitely are playing Inspirational Talk. We play Tyrannize to gain some dominance. Unfortunately, Heavy-Handed does not do us any favors, and we'll just play Stone Fast Talk in order to do damage. But we lose this, as far as I'm aware. I think in each round, so... Okay. We play setup. What is he doing? He's got a 4 and a 3. I'm gonna play Hostile Instincts to play Obtuse to gain dominance. his hostility. Unfortunately, this gains... This is the problem. I think the more I play my threatening cards, the worse it gets, so I think I have to chill. Okay, let's see. Can I get rid of it? I can get rid of it if I take tall observations, so I will. As much as I really want to play White Lie and Frisk, I can't. And because we are so low on resolve, I'm going to flourish, I think, to also heal, because I am not doing well at all. So, I really want to play White Lie, I really do, but I can't. Okay, he's aiming straight for our dominance, which is really annoying. But we can start with our Lucid Threaten and then a Lucid Threaten. I don't think we're going to be able to stop the dominance from happening. We could take a boosted debate. We would not be able to kill him this turn. But it's better than the alternative. We're going to lose the dominance anyway, so we might as well take advantage of it while we can. He's going to do a bunch of damage to us this turn, which sucks. But that's why we played that Flourish. We can pay 10 shills to double our actions if we destroy that. I am limited in my desire to do so. I'm going to apply 3 composure and draw a card. Tyrannize. I want to play White Light just so that I can level it up. Oh god, I really want to play Frisk. I can't afford to play Frisk. But I want to! This is bad. Okay. We're getting there. He doesn't have any arguments that I can heavy hand. And we're gonna beat him this turn. Or we would have. But I forgot that doubt triggers at the end of the turn, so we're gonna take 10 damage for no reason. Great. Fuck me. Yes. Browbeat. Instantly. Browbeat is gonna save this run. Browbeat is absolutely gonna save this run, man. As much as I would love to make this cost nothing, I need the extra dominance more than I need to make it cost nothing. And we're gonna do Pale setup so that we get to keep the influence. Look, what have you got to lose? The spree will cut you loose sooner or later, and then nobody will protect you. Turn informant and you can get a new start in the bread fields or lake spin. Heck, maybe even Supplicant City. Let's take a look at these. The bread fields, a relatively mild and fertile area of Havaria, south of Murder Bay, rigorously controlled by the Admiralty. Farmers there are indentured to Deltry and must hand over the bulk of their produce in exchange for rations. Or Supplicant City, an opulent and corrupt city in the far north of Havaria, ruled by the cult of Hesh. Think they'd really let someone like me into Supplicant City? Sure, if you were cooperative enough. Okay, I'll do it. I've already got enough enemies as it is, but the pay better be good. So there we go. We did that. I'm sure nothing bad will happen because of it. Hey! Tell Ulu about Durno. Well, you were right. Durno has agreed to work with you. I did my best to be the persuasive arm of your will. Oh, yeah? I'd like to see you flex. Nice work. I'll be sure to pick something a little more challenging next time. Wouldn't want you getting bored with me before the auction. Get paid 250 shills, and I gain some metal, and I get to pick a graft. Your attacks will deal 2 bonus damage to targets with bleed. That does not help me. At the start of turn, deal 1 damage to all opponent arguments is amazing, and vulnerability is twice as effective. I'm going to definitely take the Shrieker. We also need to think about getting some more graft slots from Paloka tonight, if we have the money. Done with you for the day. Keep your head down out there. Word is you've made some enemies. So why have you got it out for Kashio? Because I'm an officer of the law. Why else? I just reckon your definition of the law is personally motivated. Well, fine. You asked. It's not just my superiors who take her bribes. My parents do, too. Your parents are in business with Casio? They got into contract trading to gain more clout with the local oozers. But Casio has a way of bending gravity around her. My parents are up to their eye stalks in it. So you're trying to set them free. Ha! Nothing so doting, believe me. I just want to pull the rug out from under them. Because clearly the message didn't get through the first time. What's the deal with your folks anyway? They're entitled oozers. You know the sort. They came of age when the seas were fruitful, overfished, and now wonder why their brood can't catch a measly anchovy. Huh. I suppose your parents were laborers? Must have been nice. They knew nothing. They knew what they were setting you up for. Nothing good. Well, they tried to strike, demanded fair pay, proper treatment, and then they died. And you're here taking nothing for granted except what you can take for yourself. The self-sufficiency looks good on you. Awful. Let's ask about Nadan. So, about that Nadan guy, maybe I could arrange a truce? Unless you think he'd betray us to Casio. Oh, not talking lightly. If there's anyone Nadan hates more than me, it's Casio. His interest is in getting hers legit. But if he can get a knife between my eye stalks at the same time, that'd be his lucky day. What's Casio to him, a rival? He was her protege once, until she decided she didn't want to cut him into the profits anymore. But at least for a while, he was a legitimate businessman as far as the law goes. Ain't the law the only thing that matters? You and I both know it's just slavery by a different name. When you run out of debts to broker, you make new ones. Burn down a business, ransack a caravan, and suddenly you've got yourself a contract for free labor. Sure, Casio even writes in children as collateral. I didn't realize you were actually against debt brokering. Just feels a little bit too much like how Kurdeshi parents treat their brood. I like arresting scumbags, but if someone does something illegal because they're desperate, takes the fun out of it. Just a bit. If everyone's equal, then my job only gets better. With an interrogation like this, you might have missed your calling in the Admiralty. Alright, we'll call it there. For now. Cool. So we have two options. We can debate with Alta to upgrade a negotiation card. That would be nice. But treat your pet lets us train Chomps, and that's absolutely what we need. We need Chomps to get stronger. You arrive at the clearing in the woods that isn't too overgrown with wild brush, and Chomps takes off to roll around in the grass. Cute. We are going to train him. You put together an impromptu obstacle course from branches and dead trees, leading to a dummy made from putrid mulch. Up and over. That's right. Low to the ground now. Real quiet. Now sick. Grah! Chomp's max health increased by 10, and his base damage increased. That is insanely good for him. Insanely good for him. Absolutely necessary. Alright, let's head back. Fish looks worried, but you'd be worried too if your bar was smoking. Alright, Fish. We have a problem. Some of the supplies I needed to finish this up are contraband currently. I see where this is going, but I don't know how to stop it from getting there. You want to be gently shook from your slumber by a new assassin each night? I need you to head down to the docks and grease the wheels, else I'll never get this done. Is this really necessary, Fish? We've done all right so far. Sure, if you don't count last night. I'm alive, aren't I? Might not have gone that way. Might have gone very different. Can't you get your friends in the Admiralty to help you with this? Calling in favors for any old problem is exactly how you run out of favors to call in. Besides, with the auction getting closer, I don't exactly know who my friends are. Winds change, opportunities knock, heads roll. I guess I gotta head out. I guess I'm heading for the docks then. Feel free to take my bouncer with you. Might take some convincing, though. Our resolve is so bad that I'm actually going to get a drink. Which I hate. I hate I'm spending so many shills on recovery, but I'm just so screwed if I don't. So, we got Tipsy and Slurred Speech. Not my favorite, but it's what we had to do. Let's see if she has any cards that are worth buying. Again, a Vile Slurry would turn a whole bunch of shit around, but I really need to save my money, so I gotta leave it. Oh boy. What brings you back? Hey there, Bina. Fish said you might be able to help me solve her supply problem. Did she now? You're her employee, right? So you do jobs for Fish, and in exchange she pays you. This would be another one of those times. Fish and I have a very specific understanding of what is or isn't my job. Make it worth my while, and then we can talk. I am going to convince her to do it for free because that is the best that I can do. Think big picture, Bina. Imagine how much this would improve your life. This should be good. Go on. You'll keep that leashed, right? Want to be served at my bar? Better listen up. Okay, so the major thing is that the trained pet is now 3 damage every single turn. So it's like having doubt. It's very, very good. We're going to play Pale Setup. I would love to keep my influence if I could, but I don't. Oh wow, I have absolutely no composure in this hand, which is absolutely fucking terrible. So we're just definitely gonna end up taking damage here, I'm pretty sure. Because we're gonna take 2 damage from this, and then this is gonna deal 3 damage. I would love to play this boosted Threaten for more damage, but I am going to play White Lie instead, because I really want to upgrade it. I don't know if I'll be able to play it enough times to upgrade it, but I sure would like to. I can't see what she's doing, which really sucks. We're going to take Obtuse, Promoted Thinking. That, Boosted Debate. Now we can see that she's targeting our pet. I would have liked to play Slurred Speech to get rid of it, but I can't, so I will do this instead. She has a ploy, but we have a browbeat. And we can also destroy the ploy with a heavy-handed. But I have to play this wide deflection. I'm gonna play the lucid threat to kill the ploy. We won't be playing the heavy-handed, and then we are going to play the browbeat, which is huge. We're losing resolve. It was a good thing I bought that drink. She doesn't have another argument, which is good. I'm gonna take the composure. I would like to take mean, but I think I need to keep the dominance train building. I can't defend myself anymore. I'm gonna get rid of the slurred speech so that I don't have to deal with it later in exchange for 1 HP. And we're gonna be doing some more negotiations. Believe you me. Okay, Browbeat wins this for us. I am interested in playing the Visionary Deflection only because I want to maybe see what I can do to upgrade more cards, but it turns out I couldn't do anything, so we're just going to play the Browbeat. Okay. That was absolutely worth it. We have Bluster, Incept 2 Flustered, Invective, gain 1 Heated, Evoke, play 3 Hostility, cards in a single turn. Heated, targets an opponent's argument for each turn for 1 damage per stack. Very good. And Good Impression. We don't want this. Bluster is a great card, and we're taking it. And at this point, I think the only thing we want to do is just remove cards from our deck. Like, we just want to get rid of... We probably want to get rid of this. I don't know. The only thing I want to do is get rid of cards, but we don't have to. We get that stuff for Fish, and the bar is safer. The bar is safer, then your job is easier. A little bit of effort now for a whole lot less later. Makes sense? Oh, yeah, all right, that makes sense. Although I gotta say, too much of my job these days involves keeping your scrawny butt safe. That must be very hard for you. Whatever, lead the way. You convinced Bina to work for free. Good. We needed that desperately. We have to go to the market. We could upgrade our Shrug, but it depends on if there are any good graphs. Okay, we can't buy the Wretched Jar. Serrated Edge. Wound is twice as effective. Would be great if I had any wound. And Rejig. At the start of battle, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many new. This is really good. Unfortunately, I can't replace any graphs for it, but I could add a graph slot to get it. Let's take a look at what we got here. Kludger. Start of your turn, steal up to 4 composure from a random opponent argument. And whenever your damage spills over, apply 2 composure to a random argument. What does that mean? Oh, I see. So when I do more damage than the enemy has. Very interesting. How much would it cost to upgrade Chomps? 313 shills. And Chomps would get armor and also stronger. So that would be very good. Rake. What would I remove? What's bad in this? Switchblade, honestly. Switchblade is not very good for us. Tipsy is also bad. But I wouldn't remove it, because I can just destroy it by playing it, or by sleeping it off. What cards do you have? Draw cards equal to the damage dealt by this card. Not bad. Apply stun, expend, very good. That could save you. Stomp, spend 2 combo. This card costs 0. Apply 4 defense, increase this by 2 for each card discarded this turn. And deal bonus damage equal to twice the cost of your hand. None of these change the game for us, so I'm not interested. I could remove a negotiation card here for 62. Out of everything, I think upgrading Chomps is probably the best thing that we could do. But I really need some graphs that actually help me. Legitimately, I think the Rejig could save us, but also I think the Jugular Knot could also save us. So I'm gonna buy the Jugular Knot, which sucks. I do want to add a graph slot if I can. I don't have the money. I might be able to make some money. We'll see. But first, we have to go to the docks. It's dark when you arrive. The docks should be closed, but they shimmer with activity. It's not long before you spot why. A ship from the Roaloke is moored in the harbor. No doubt there's a quarantine in place. The guards on duty approach you. Hey, ain't you Ulu's little plaything? The hunter she keeps on a soft leash? Is that the way she describes me? Dock's closed, Grifter, even if Ulu sent ya. We got a Roaloke shipment, and I bet you'd hate to be the one to test it. This quarantine. Roaloke. The Roaloke, a remote archipelago in biomass, which... Yeah, that's right. Okay. We can ask about the quarantine. Please give me an estimate. What am I supposed to tell Ulu? Tell her not to send her pet's face first into an outbreak. So we have to talk our way through, or we have to attack the guards. We're definitely talking our way through. This is why I drank. Ulu's no dummy, and I'm not a child. She trusts me for a reason. Listen to this grifter. He starts with Fluster, so he does 33% less damage for the first several turns. That's honestly insanely good. And I can even give him more Flustered, which is honestly insanely good. So that's absolutely what we're going to do. I'm going to apply for composure so that I don't take any damage, because otherwise we're super fucked. I would love to gain some dominance, and I would love to bluster because it does a lot of damage and it'll reduce his damage, which is great. Now, unfortunately, we are going to take 1 point of damage, and there's nothing I can do about that. Attrition is attrition, but it's the best thing I can do. Now, he has this interrogate argument, which is scary. But we have wide deflection, which will save us for this turn at the very least. I can't actually do much with Browbeat, which kind of annoys me. Unlucky. I was hoping to get rid of that argument altogether, but it's fine. We're protecting this because this is planted evidence, so when he destroys it, he'll do 6 damage to me, which is very bad. Oh, and I got very lucky, and he lost his argument. That's very good. We can lose our influence for 3 dominance, which is exactly what I want. I definitely want even more dominance. But I have no composure this turn, which sucks. Which means I'm going to take a lot of damage. So I will just do what I can here, which is playing White Lie and Seas of Doubt. And we're going to take 6 damage. Ow. This sucks. This really sucks. But we have a good amount of stuff here. And I think we can honestly win this fight here. The question remains just whether or not upgrading Seeds of Doubt wouldn't be terrible. And at least currently we're only losing 1 HP. What I actually should have done is put it on my core argument, because this could have died and it would have been fine. As much as I want to play Browbeat, I think I am going to play Seeds of Doubt to upgrade it. That does mean we're going to take 1 whole damage. But we get a little bit of extra money out of it, which is exactly what I need. Now, we are very low on Resolve, so that's kind of a problem, but we'll figure it out. So I could draw a card or just have this be stronger. I'm just going to have it be stronger. Out of all of these, none of them. I'm a hunter. I can take care of myself, and this is a waste of all of our time. You know what? Fine. Go on through. With any luck, you'll break out in putrid warts, and then I'll be laughing. Ugh, I hope not. All right, let's find the ship. Make your way onto the deck of the Roanoke ship. You come across an Admiralty officer neck deep in debate with Jakes with a Jakes stevedore, a collection of free laborers who work on the docks and roads controlling tariffs. The glint of a small box catches your eye from a pile of contraband. You recognize it as the goods fish needs. I don't care what schedule you're on. That ship stays in quarantine. I got other ships to unload. What am I supposed to tell the Hessians? That they should delay the auction because their goods are held up? You let more ships in, and that's exactly how infection spreads. Or are you too much of an ignoramus to follow? I think this is a good time to break the tension. So, I have 3 options. I can offer to attack the Admiralty. Seems like a bad idea. I can cut a side deal with Sandrano to get the package, or I can try to convince Sandrano to end the quarantine. I don't know if I can do this, considering how badly we just did in that previous fight. I don't know how close I am to a flourish, and that's what I would need to not die here. But we do have a lot of help. What breaking quarantine would do is it would give us help in the upcoming boss fight. Which would be great. Leaky here would join us for the boss fight, which would be awesome. I have to play very defensively. I'm going to try. Listen, Sandrano, you gotta think clearly here. The auction's in 2 days. Don't you think I know that? Like it, shove up. Okay, that's flustering him. You need Sans with Sal. Okay, he's very flustered, which is good. So far, he's not doing too much damage to me. Play the Visionary. Oh, good, the Browbeat. I very desperately need to keep all of my resolve until I can get a flourish off. I would love to play Enhanced Tyrannize, but I can't. I would also love to play Browbeat. but Fluster does more damage, and it'll keep him flustered longer. So that's what we're gonna do. I would love to play Frisk as well, but there are always things that we would like to do that we can't. I will not be keeping any dominance that I gain here. I can gain some composure if I destroy one of his arguments. Which protects my pet for the turn. And then I can play heavy-handed, because I'm not going to be able to keep the dominance anyway, to destroy this. And we still have the Flourish to save us. Oh, but I'm going to take 1 damage if I don't play this boosted deflection. Okay. If I didn't play that, I would take 1 damage to my fucking Graft, so I have to do it.
I'll tell you how.
This is a bad turn. He has Frisk now. We have 1 dominance. If I take Mean instead of the extra dominance, although it doesn't set me up very well for the next turn, what it does do is give me some composure. To a random argument, which is not helpful. Play the Stone Fast Talk to gain composure. I think we don't need to use our Flourish just yet, but we're getting real close. And we're going to play the Boosted Doubt and the Frisk. Yeah, we're getting real close to dying here. Visionary Composure. Boosted Composure. To defend that. As much as I would love to play Browbeat or gain the dominance. I can't keep the dominance after this turn anyway, so we play Bluster again. I can play the Browbeat anyway. I didn't realize that. That's cool. We're gonna lose 1 HP again. Okay. He's getting impatient. So we're really pushing it here. Enhanced Tyrannize. Very good. Wide Deflection. Helps a lot. Promoted Thinking. Gain 2 bonus actions next turn. Don't mind if I do. I can take the Influence or destroy his argument. I'm going to destroy his argument. Okay. We really need to take him out now, though. He is going to destroy our pet argument. That is fine. The only thing I need to do this turn is a shitload of damage to him, if possible. And I am going to use our Flourish to restore Resolve and apply 5 Composure. We're going to lose the pet argument. Oh, no, we actually won. So I played that just to heal. That's fine. Healing is great. Okay. Whew. I'm glad that we got that done. Let's upgrade Bluster. More Flustered or vulnerability. Nope. Flustered. More of it. Menacing Air. Gain. At the beginning of your turn, gain 1 dominance. That's so good. That's insanely good. We're going to take that. I don't know how I'm going to play it, but we're going to take it. I'm on your side here. You haven't even let the Roloke ship dock yet, so just keep it out there until you hear from the skipper. In the meantime, let the Hessian ships come and go as they please. Quarantine is preserved, and so is your sanity. It's disorderly, but with the auction in 2 days, I suppose it can't be helped. Fine. Leaky, the quarantine is lifted. If that Roloke ship drifts even an inch, I want to be told immediately. Sendrano wanders off to sign some documents. Thanks for that, Grifter. My jaw was starting to ache from all that chin wagging. You almost make it when you hear it gurgling from across the bow. A hulking beast heaves itself out of the water, shaking off droplets that sizzle on contact. A crimson drusk. This thing is terrifying. Leaky rushes to your side, looking suitably slack-jawed. My dock! No! No! I'll die before you ruin me, you Rolokia nightmare! Alright, let's defend ourselves. Charge. So, having a lot of ads here is very, very good. And we have these 2 guys. So, we've got Life Pact. Brings their partner back to life if they've died. So, they need to die at the same time. We do not have a great build for this. But we're going to do our best. They're going to do a lot of damage to us. I'm going to rummage. I can't actually heal very much this turn. So I'm going to get rid of that. Even though I would like the defense. Alright. That's 8 damage to start. We got some combos, so we can play our Switchblade. That gives us Pale Reflexes. Pretty good. I'm gonna Strain Stab. Remember, they have to die at the same time, so we do need them to be on a similar wavelength as far as the damage goes. And I'm gonna play Pale Reflexes. That's the best I can do to defend myself. But these other guys are also gonna do stuff to help, so that's good. Toxic Fumes. Take 4 damage. If ignited by Volatile Spark, take 14 damage. Expend and replenish. Volatile Spark. At the end of your turn, ignite all Toxic Fumes in your hand and expend this card. Unplayable. Scary. So that's adding the Volatile Spark to our deck. Oh boy. Okay. So we're going to start our Seeker to heal. Who is doing the damage to us? You are, so we're going to tackle you to impair you and gain some defense. And we could boosted feint, or we could impair you more. Since I have full HP, I'm going to boost it. I'm going to increase the impair. And Leaky can take it. Okay, Leaky's gonna heal. My Shrewdlet's gonna take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. I'm taking 2 hits. So I think this is a defensive turn for me. Let's improvise Fight Dirty in the extent... Okay, there we go. We definitely have that. Luckily, our Shrewdlet heals itself whenever it's damaged, so... we're pretty lucky on that front. We got the Tipsy back, which sucks, but we're not taking any damage this turn, which is great. The question is whether or not we want to gain more combo. Rain of Blades is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. The unfortunate thing is that these things need to die together. I'm going to take the extra combo to do the extra damage, and then we're going to Finishing Strike. I could Strain Stab, but I don't need to, and I'm going to get rid of the Tipsy so I don't keep drawing it. But this is very, very scary. Ah, damn it. They're killing our Shrewdlet. Okay, we managed to keep our Shruglet alive. At significant cost. Oh boy. That's even with it healing. More toxic fumes. Yikes. Okay. Take 4 damage. If ignited by a volatile spark, take 14. Oh boy, okay. We can apply a bunch of impair, and we can gain counter, but we're not taking damage this turn. Who's doing the damage? What if I rummage? Discard that. Okay, if I spine faint, I play the toxic fumes to get rid of it. I don't take any damage for my trouble. I don't have any combo, and I don't want to play the Switchblade. I think I impair the best I can. Alright. Luckily our Shruglet heals. This is what makes it very powerful. I can discard Seeker for a heal, or I can just use it for defense. This is a completely defensive hand anyway, so I'm going to just use it for defense. Play the Toxic Fumes to get rid of it. Chamber. Promoted Dirty Fighting. Playing the Pale Rage immediately because it just makes us stronger. And the Pale Reflexes to get rid of the thing. Unfortunately, we had to keep all of that to ourselves. So our Shruglet's gonna take 9 damage here, but it could be worse. And the extra power makes our Gut Shot more powerful, which is awesome. Speaking of which, we're gonna use that on this. I'm going to Switchblade. And for my trouble, I get to draw Toxic Fumes. Have fun. But we get another Gut Shot, which is great. Heal 4 with our Kodeshi Feint. I think I can just play the Toxic Fumes. Yeah, we're good. Boosted Feint on Smuggler Vina. Lucid Strike. Okay. We're chipping him down. And our Shruglet is fully healed, which is great. It might rev up this turn, though. Instead of doing anything else. Sorry, Vina, but my Shruglet matters more to me than you. Toxic Fumes. Replay it. I think I took damage from that, which is interesting. I'm gonna try to impair the blocked up one, and then I'm gonna play boosted combination with the other. And that's gonna be the end of the turn. Luckily we're losing all those curses. Shruglet is doing okay. Pale Reflexes to get rid of Toxic Fumes. Strain Stab to get rid of the other one. We're going to gain 2 defense and apply some impair, depending on who's doing the most damage. You are, but you're already impaired. What are you doing this turn? Okay, that. I'm going to Switchblade. This one. Chamber, because I have to. Boosted Feint on our Shruglet to keep alive. Okay, we're doing okay, which is good. We're not like busted strong, but we're making it through, which is the best I can hope for. I can discard to heal. I think I will, depending on what a promoted fight dirty is. Yeah, definitely boosted Scrapper. Getting rid of both of these. Rummaging. Get rid of the Seeker. And got shot. I actually do want to keep the Volatile Spark, weirdly enough, because it'll expend. Because I don't have to draw it. Damage, but that's fine. Our Shrieklet also got more powerful, which is the best part. Okay, you're going for me. I'm gonna impair you. Rummage. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Toxic Fumes. Boosted Feint on Sal. And we basically have two... Alright, we have a Flourish, which is awesome. Play Bedlam. I think... very close to going down, but the other one needs to be taken care of. Of course, it's defending, which is unlucky for me. But we can maybe do something about that. We should fight dirty. Are they doing a lot of damage this turn? No. Okay. All of these are kind of bad. I'm gonna take Boosted Scrapper. We'll get rid of the Toxic Fumes. I don't need the defense for this, actually. Weirdly. That's fine, the Volatile Spark will exit our inventory. This thing is going to bring its friend back this turn if we don't kill it. So let's try to kill it. I might be spending some combo to draw something. It might be worth flourishing to kill. Okay, no, we don't have to. We can just... Whew! Okay, that actually went insanely well, and that's only because we succeeded in both of those very difficult negotiations. Whew! Okay. Awesome. Let's take a look at this Drusk Core. It's an expend card that hits all enemies for 7 to 12 damage, but it's just a good card. It's not anything I'm gonna remove. Doom, double the panic meter of all fighters. Gain 1 combo for every card in your hand, or target a random enemy for each card in your hand. Out of all of these, it would be Hilt Bash, and I guess it is Hilt Bash. Is it? I don't really have anything that pays off a lot of combo. I just have a lot of slow and steady cards, and that's kind of all I got. That's the terrible part. I only have a bunch of slow and steady cards. And I don't want any of these. None of them really do it. None of them really do it for me. That's so bad. Oh god. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. These card picks are really brutal. Okay, what's the upgrade for Bedlam? 4 more damage. Fine. Oh god. The extra combo makes playing my Switchblades easier, I guess. It's not the worst card I could pick. It's just not the best either. I hope I don't regret it. This ends now. Spend all dominance, gain 1 action, and draw a card for each. Duplicity, the next card is played this turn is played twice. And Appeal to Reason costs 1 less for each influence you have. I'm taking Duplicity.
So Charles who?
Whoa. Did any of his blood get on you? Someone said something about warts.
Sure kills
I hate to say it, but that switch had a point. Imagine that thing running loose in Murder Bay. Speaking of, you're not supposed to be here, Hunter. What was it you wanted? Oh, just that baggage there. That's all. Here, take it. You'd better push off before the reinforcements arrive. Good idea. See you around. Hopefully wart-free. Oh boy. I've had enough spicy meatballs for the night. It could significantly be worth buying a new graph slot before we go to bed. Because if we get more graphs tomorrow, we're going to want them. The things that I need actual graph slots for is for battle. For negotiation, I feel relatively okay. So I'm going to lose 15 HP, gain an additional graph slot. That does cost almost all my money. It's fine. We can talk to Fish and give her the package. Here it is, Fish. 1 box of pure contraband. Just make sure to wash your hands after plugging it in. Wash my hands? Why? Don't worry about it. It's probably fine. You look good with a few extra warts anyway. You're a good kid, Sal. Now go on, get some rest. I'll get to work on the bar. Before we do that, I just want to wander around a little bit to see if I can trigger a random event. I didn't come here to do anything in particular, but this is where you spend your meta currency. Well, I have to go now. Okay. No random event for me. Sag. Right. How much time do we have? Oh my gosh, this one didn't even take an hour. See, the days do get shorter as you go on. Let's rest in the back. Fish disables the alarm long enough for you to slip through the curtain. Home at last. Your bed calls to you. Your dreams are full of lumen-laced black water. Go to sleep. Nobody loves us, and nobody hates us, and nobody likes us, and nobody dislikes us. But we also recovered to full. Something about the sunlight here feels murky and thick, like a sludge tide. But there's no use sleeping in. You only just got back in the Griftlands, and already you've made yourself an enemy too powerful to ignore. Nothing for it but to forge ahead and hope you can make some allies to match. When you come out of your room in the morning, Fish looks noticeably uncomfortable. Hey Sal, you have a visitor. Oh? So, this is where you lay your head, is it? Can you recommend anything on the menu? Ulu, what brings you here? Didn't think you'd want to slum it with me here at the grog. Why not? Especially after I heard you were running an errand for me last night down at the docks. Only I don't recall asking you to run an errand. About that. It's fine. You have your reasons. Besides, giving it a few more days, and I'll be name-dropping you. Is that why you came? To make sure I wasn't being naughty? I've got an opportunity for you, a big one. I can't talk too much about it here, besides the clandestine angle is more fun. Come talk to me tonight when you're done with your other affairs. Do this one last thing for me, and I'll get you into the auction tomorrow. So tomorrow's the big day, is it? You better get ready for it. I've got a couple more jobs you can do to prepare. Find me when the sun goes down, and I'll tell you what you need to know. Very well. But we'll have to save that for next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.